Good afternoon, this is Rue with Robo. Kind of evening. I just got finished watching the trial of the person who murdered Gannon Stauch. If you watched my two previous videos, you know that I am a sufferer of MPD and what they now call nowadays DID. I'm kind of over emotional right now, so bear with me. To Gannon's family, I know you think that nothing good came of this, but I want to tell you from my heart, Gannon helped mental patients everywhere. The justice he got today and you guys got today wasn't just justice. It was redeeming for a lot of us. The judge said that very few of us are violent, and even fewer still commit murder. And when we do, quote unquote, snap out of it, which I call regaining control, which most people call regaining control, we are devastated. And he's right. So I thank Gannon for that. I thank the jury for their decision to not believe that just because someone like the defendant, the convicted murderer, is so depraved that she has to be crazy or insane. So, thank you, jury. Thank you for seeing through all her lies, all her fakeness. And please forgive the dripping in the background, but that's my air conditioner. The condenser is frozen or whatever, and it's dripping. I want to thank the judge for what you said. Thank you, Judge Werner. For looking out for all of us. It's hard enough to deal with mental illness and all the quote-unquote titles, all the diagnosis that you have to be even considered for MPD. And that you know that many of us aren't violent. There may be a few, but many of us are not violent. So I thank Gannon for bringing that to light, for letting the world know. I know a lot of people are like, this wasn't about you, and it wasn't, but it kind of was. Because the convicted murderer wanted to use what we suffer day in, day out, what we fear, how we hurt, to excuse her and her actions of murdering a child. Now, throughout this trial, I have told people that after a violent personality like that comes out, one, you would be exhausted from trying to regain control. And two, you would be devastated And not many people believe me. And now, because of Gannon, because of the jury, because of the judge especially, I want you guys to know. I know about MPD because I have it. I've been diagnosed with it since I was 14. I have 15 documented personalities. We can't flip from one to the other. And that Dr. Lewis quack, she's only seen criminals, and they have motivation to get out or whatever they're in by using our suffering, our grief, our pain. And it took an 11-year-old boy, a tiny little babe, to open the world's eyes and say, no, no. So, since I know my personalities and I know how they would be feeling right now, I want to thank Gannon. Again, pardon that, but my air conditioner is leaking. I want to thank Gannon from the bottom of my heart for helping us ease our suffering. I want to thank Gannon's family for allowing his story to be told so our story could be told too. And I especially want to thank the jury for not falling for it. And I want to thank the judge. Thank you so much, Judge Werner, for letting the world know, because the world was watching, that we're more likely to harm ourselves than harm others. So thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Gannon. Rest in peace until her judgment day, where you will be the star witness in front of God and Jesus and all the angels. And her fate is sealed by the Lord God Almighty. She has made so many victims and so much pain. But I'm going to take a page out of Landen's and Al's book. And I'm going to say thank you, Gannon. Because of you, you saved us. Because of you, you stood up for us. And the MPD community, everyone's suffering from MPD and DID and any mental illness that falls under that. We stand with you, Gannon, and with you, Al and Landen, and with your family. And I pray that the convicted murderer doesn't get harmed, that she lives, and every single night she prays for insanity to take her so that she could have a reprieve. I pray that she gets none of our meds to give her solace and comfort for what she did. And I hope Gannon rests in peace and lays his precious head beside still waters and sings with the angels in praise and joy, and that his family and loved ones and community, I hope and I pray that they will celebrate his life and no longer grieve his death. Thank you, Gannon. And that's Real with Robo.